Today is the 8th day in our Novena to Our Lady of Rosary. I'm here at St. Stephen's Catholic Church in Portland, Oregon, and today we turn to the 38th rose on a bishop's devotion. 38th rose, according to St. Louis de Montfort in his book, The Secret of the Rosary. A Spanish countess, who had been taught the Holy Rosary by St. Dominic, used to say it faithfully every day, with the result that she was making wonderful strides in her spiritual life. Since her one and only thought was how she might attain to perfection, she asked a bishop, who was a renowned preacher, for some practices that would help her become perfect. The bishop told her that before he could give her any counsels, she would have to let him know the state of her soul and also what her religious exercises were. She answered that her most important exercise was the Holy Rosary, which she said every day, meditating on the joyous, sorrowful, and glorious mysteries, and that her soul was greatly helped by so doing. The bishop was overjoyed to hear her explain what priceless lessons the mysteries contain. "I have been a doctor of theology for 20 years," he exclaimed, "and I have read many excellent books on various devotional practices. But never before have I come across one better than this, for it is of the essence of Christianity, and is a devotion which cannot but bear fruit. I shall follow your example, and from now on I shall preach the Rosary." Well, the bishop's preaching met with great success, for in almost no time his diocese changed for the better. There was a notable decline in immorality and worldliness of all kinds, as well as in gambling. There were several striking instances of people being brought back to the faith, or sinners making restitution for their crimes, and of others sincerely resolving to give up lives of vice. Religious fervor and Christian charity began to flourish. Well, these changes were all the more remarkable because this bishop had been striving to reform his diocese for some time, but with hardly any results. To better inculcate devotion to the Rosary, the bishop also wore a beautiful rosary at his side, and always showed it to the congregation when he preached. He used to say, "My dear brethren in Jesus Christ, I am a doctor of theology and a doctor of canon as well as civil law. But I say to you as your bishop that I take more pride in wearing Our Lady's Rosary than in any of my episcopal regalia or academic robes." And there we have the 38th rose, according to St. Louis de Montfort. Well, we just have one more day to go in our novena, and so many more roses that we will not get to in this novena. But I do hope you'll check out this book, The Secret of the Rosary, by St. Louis de Montfort, because it has more of these wonderful little vignettes. And now let us turn to our rosary, or our novena prayer for the day. Just a reminder that you can print this out, PDF copy, in the description. There's a link in the description below the video. You can print it out double-sided and bind it on the left-hand side, left-hand short side. Fold it in half, and you can staple along the spine. You have a nice little booklet. Or you can pick up a copy of it here in the church. The Novena to Our Lady of the Rosary of Fatima. Prayer of the Novena for every day. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Immaculate Heart of Mary, my Mother, I come to you this day as a little child in prayer. I beg to make this offering of my heart as simple and childlike as I can. The three little ones of Fatima have taught us what it is pleases your maternal heart. I earnestly desire that all the people of the world be brought back to a humble knowledge and love of the Sacred Heart of your dear Son. I pray, dear Mother of God, that the indescribable beauty and the glow-white purity of your own Immaculate Heart may so captivate our souls that we will detest all sin and dedicate our lives to the honor and glory of the God who created us. As much as I feel the need of many things, I do not dare in this novena, Mother Mary, to ask one selfish petition for myself. You revealed the secrets of your own sad heart at Fatima and begged for the restoration of the world to God. What can I ask of greater good than to unite my heart to yours in this great yearning? What can I add but the fervent prayer that all the world may listen to your pleading? I give my heart to you, my heavenly Queen, and in utmost confidence I leave to you the choice of what is best for me in answer to my prayer of love and reparation. Our Lady of the Rosary of Fatima, I give you my heart. Our Lady of the Rosary of Fatima, I put my trust entirely in you. Immaculate Heart of the Mother of my God, we implore through your powerful intercession and the conversion of the hearts of men, complete victory over sin, and the return of peace which you have promised. Amen. And the prayer to Our Lady of Fatima. O Queen of the Most Holy Rosary, sweet Lady of Fatima, who has deigned to appear in the land of Portugal, and hast restored peace at home and abroad to this country once in such turmoil, we beseech thee, look graciously upon our dear land, and by thy power raise it from the depths to which it has fallen, and re-establish it in spiritual and moral strength. Bring back peace also to all the peoples of the earth, so that all nations, especially our own, may rejoice to hail thee as their Queen and as the Queen of Peace. Amen. Our Lady of the Rosary, pray for our country. Our Lady of Fatima, obtain for humanity a lasting peace. Sweet Heart of Jesus, be my love. Sweet Heart of Mary, be my salvation. Amen. And let us turn to the 8th day on Russia. O Immaculate Mary, Queen of all nations, our fears grow less and our spirits rise because of your calm assurance of protection. How could we have known that the menace of atheism and the threat of godless communism would be averted? Your promise of conversion for the harassed victims of this tyranny gives hope and joy and confident relief to all the nations of the world. Our hearts go out to the homeless waifs, the persecuted people that the communist terror raised up in that war-weary land. Grant that the gratitude we feel may be expressed in worthy deeds and not empty words. We fail our part by our own words, unless we spread in every place devotion to your Immaculate Heart in sincere, active reparation. O Mary, Mother of the Prince of Peace, we promise with our prayers at least to play our part. Amen. Our Lady of the Rosary of Fatima, may the reign of Christ reach out to all the nations of the world. Amen. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Please join us tomorrow for the 9th and last day of this novena, and don't miss a day of prayer with us.